on Leadership Television. My name is Winifred Ugbebo. President Bola Tinubu has arrived at Mapo Hall in Ibadan for the coronation of Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. The president and his entourage arrived at about 2:24 p.m. on Friday after hours of anticipation by dignitaries and residents gathered for the historic event. He was accompanied by Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, and Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke. Following the president's arrival, the Nigerian national anthem and Oyo State anthem were rendered, officially signaling the start of the presentation of the staff and instruments of office to the new monarch. Earlier, Oba Ladoja, a former governor of Oyo State, had undergone traditional rites, including his formal crowning at the Oshe Meji Temple and the symbolic presentation of the Akoko leaf at the Laboshinde compound, Ojaba, Ibadan. The ceremony at Mapo Hall marks the final phase of his ascension to the throne, where Governor Makinde will formally present the staff of office, sealing Oba Rashidi Ladoja's historic emergence as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. In another news, a federal high court in Abuja has dismissed a no-case submission filed by the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Ruling on Friday, Justice James Momotosho held that the Department of State Services had established a prima facie case, meaning Kanu must enter a defense in the terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. Kanu's lead counsel, Chief Kanu Agabi, SAN, had urged the court to dismiss the charges, arguing that no witness linked his client to terrorism offenses. He noted that despite calling 5 witnesses, all of them DSS operatives, none testified to being incited by Kanu, and no investigation reports were tendered in evidence. But the government's lawyer, Chief Adegboyega Awomolo, SAN, countered that Kanu's public broadcast declaring his intention to break up Nigeria was not an empty boast, but a deliberate threat that instilled fear among citizens. Meanwhile, the court has directed the Nigerian Medical Association to set up a team of doctors to examine Kanu's health condition. In another development, a fresh political row has erupted as Lere Olayinka, aide to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has accused activist and Sahara Reporters publisher Omoyele Sowore of lying under oath in his 2023 election asset declaration. In a statement on Friday, Olayinka alleged that Sowore failed to disclose ownership of a $552,000 mansion in the United States, despite declaring only a property worth 5 million naira and a 2008 Toyota Camry to the Electoral Commission. He claimed that the omission amounts to perjury under the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, which carries penalties such as asset forfeiture, disqualification from holding office, and up to 14 years imprisonment. Olayinka also questioned Sowore's lifestyle, alleging that his teenage son attends an elite New Jersey school with tuition fees of more than $160,000 annually, suggesting the activist is funding his lifestyle with questionable resources. The Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, Peter Obi, has been conferred honorary citizenship of the state of Georgia in the United States. Obi announced the recognition in a post on X after participating in the Black Congressional Week events in Washington, D.C. He described the honor as humbling and a motivation to continue his vision of building a new Nigeria and called on responsible leadership. During the engagements, the former Anambra State governor attended a reception hosted by U.S. Senators John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, where discussions focused on African democracy and development. He also held talks with Kim Clark, CEO of Georgia Power, the state's largest independent energy firm, which he described as insightful. Obi further addressed participants at the One Voice Africa event, urging greater commitment to good governance across the continent. That concludes the news at For Leadership Television. For more, log into www.leadership.ng. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last